Namaste from Deepesh. Today we are entering volume 4 of my series on Copilot. We are going to talk about Copilot in Dynamics 365 customer service emails. Hi, I'm Deepesh Somani, Business Applications MVP Alumni and MCT, co-founder and author. Power 365 as usual, and let's get going into our demo for this particular segment. So here we are into the demonstration. Once you enable Copilot, you are going to be able to see something like this behind me, which is not getting projected. I'm just going to change my projection so that we can see it clearly. But however, just to note down, to enable this in particular data centers, it might not be enabled by default. For example, in Indian data center, you'll write an email to Microsoft and then they will, based on the condition and whatever it is said, will enable it in up to 24 hours. This is a preview feature. You also need to note that particular thing down. Now let's get into the email scenarios. So here I am into the activity screen and I'm going to click on email, right? So once I click on email, it will open up the email form, but since Copilot is enabled here, we'll be able to light up those scenarios on this particular demonstration. So as you can see, now the email particular record is opened up and I'm going to launch Copilot over here real quick. And there are various scenarios which I can pop open. For example, when I click on write an email, it is originally set on ask a question, but then you can select write an email and there are a variety of options which are available to me. For example, I'll start with suggest a call and let it do its thing. So if I do this one, then I can see that there is a particular email, dear customer, thank you for reaching out to us. And then regarding the issue you're experiencing, I understand this and that. Now what I can do is in one click, I can just say copy and this will be copied to my email. So as you can see behind me, and I can just change my projection a bit to have a better visibility. But as you can see, this one that it is able to just write that particular email and do bunch of stuff around it. Now we can also adjust Copilot a bit here by using this particular button, adjust with Copilot. Now what does this bring? Now you can change the length of this particular email. You want to make it shorter, you can, by default it will be set to medium. You want to keep it long, as well as you can change the tone. It can be friendly, professional and formal. I want to make this one shorter, so I'll just click on short and say update. And then it is asking which text do you want to adjust, right? So I would have to first select that particular text and then just say I want to make it shorter and then I want to update it, and that's going to adjust my particular email. Now, what's the beauty of this? The same text can be adjusted and it can be a shrinked up mail. So as you can see that it has shrinked up the same mail and now it is looking a lot smaller. Thank you for contacting us and I am available for a call today or tomorrow. This is very professional. What if I wanted to change the same text? So I'm within this email editor screen and I wanted to change this text and make it a bit friendlier. I'm an organization which writes a lot more friendlier update to the customers, and I can just say update and it will work on my work on the adjusting the tone of my particular email. And then as you can see, it has just changed the text around to make it a bit more friendly, right? So this is the way. I had not done a great job at selecting, so you are seeing a content which is not that great, but this is a great way to use Copilot for a call related scenario. Let's see other scenarios which you can use with email. Now what I've done is I've attached a bunch of cases and which are incident records or complaint records that are created, and for some other of the things that I want to showcase, I'm attaching them on this particular email. I have seen that they give better results. That's why I'm using this in the purpose of demonstration, but you might have different scenarios which you can utilize. So if I search for a particular record, I have a variety of customer records, but I do also have certain case records which I'm going to utilize for the few of the scenarios. So if I show some of these records, so I have A Equital Well Corporation, that is a case related record I have created. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to use some of the scenarios that get lit up with this particular information. For example, in this particular case situation, we are looking for a providing product service details. So let's click on that and see what email it drafts. Dear customer, thank you for contacting us and this and that, right? So you can just copy and start use this one. Now let's say I have the need to have more information from the customer, so I can just click on request more information and then I can get something like this. I can just copy over and in one click it goes to my email, right? So this is pretty useful. I will start over in one particular more scenario, which is I want to resolve this particular customer's problem. Now, when I click on resolve this, you will see a great detailed thing coming out, right? If you have certain information, otherwise you get something like this. So this is one case record where I don't have this much information, but there are others where it will be more useful for us. Now, if I say empathize with feedback, then it will go ahead and give a mail which is more regarding feedback. Thank you for reaching out, and there is an apology as well. I would like to assure that we'll follow up with you, and all that kind of information is also available. Now let's use one of the scenarios with the another case record that I have, and I will tell you the difference there. Now let's look at a custom scenario. Now I am just trying to type in and it's not able to be amongst the available options, and I want to type in my own and be able to do something around it. So let me just say that I am trying to find a resolution for order processing time real quick here, and then I will go ahead and say, yeah, create a response for me for this particular problem. Now it's going for drafting the email, and you may notice that this custom one is taking a bit more time. Now you are not getting any response right now. So this is what I have noticed is this works in conjunction with if you have attached a particular case record or not, right? So I'm just going to say start over. I'm going to attach a particular case record which is to do with similar problem, and then I'm going to say the same thing, order processing time, and then I will run this. Now this time it will be able to draft a particular email for me, right? As you can see, and this is coming, I'm getting some free shipping and standard shipping and the timeline as well. Now definitely there is a knowledge base article I have used behind the scene, which I'm not taking you through in interest of time, which is being utilized, but this works in conjunction with if you have attached the case record as well. If you have a different experience with this particular feature, you can definitely share in the comments or on my LinkedIn post in the comments area. Thank you for watching this. Hope this particular Copilot feature is useful to you and you are going to utilize it in your scenarios for writing emails. Power 365 as usual, guys.